about to play Burner on our show for the first time ever. So I was wondering if you could give us a little bit of a history of the track, where it came from for you guys.
Yeah, so we were writing a song with our one of our buddies, Aaron Edwards. He's written a few songs with us. He's done like Where You Gonna Crash With Us. And we were just like, let's do something kind of like Motorhead and classic metal and trying to find some inspiration with that. So he put a drum track on, and it was just the intro track that David plays, the double kick. And then I just came up with the riff, and then we just kind of built the song about that. And we kind of got the name because we just thought the riff we were like, oh, that's a burner of a riff. And then it just kind of all evolved around that. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. And I understand that you guys experimented a lot with the vocals and everything with this track. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we kind of made it a little bit more melodic. We did a lot of harmonies. My biggest inspiration musically is Alice in Chains. So we kind of did a lot of harmony layers and, more of a melodic pre-chorus. And it's not so stabby like I would say like a Bon Scott lyric. It's more, it's actually more of a melody.
Definitely. And what was that like going into that melody style? Was that something that you'd been wanting to experiment with for a while?
Yeah. I'm a guitar player, so I kind of have to do like the stabby vocals. It's hard to be very melodic when you're concentrating on playing guitar. But on this one, I got to actually kind of like, weave through the music and kind of do more notes and sing more notes on this song. And it was something that, I really enjoyed, and I'm pretty stoked on it.
So tell us a little bit about what it's been like for you guys over the past few years, because I know you guys do a lot of shows, but everything kind of ground to a halt right around the world with the music scene. What's it been like for you guys over the past couple of years?
We've just kind of been doing what we can. We've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of recording, just kind of creating content, doing like, making guitar videos, putting stuff on the internet, because that's the only way you can really reach people these days, since you couldn't go out and play shows for about 2 years. But things are coming back. We're going on like a little tour on Friday, the day the song comes out. And it's almost like we have to kind of start over and let everyone know that we're still rocking, and we still want to go out there and inspire people and make music and do the thing and, make this our full-time job.
How difficult was that to stay in people's minds during that time, especially for a band like yourself where you do a lot of shows? You mentioned about doing things on the web and stuff like that, but how difficult was that to come up with creative ways of staying in the minds of everybody?
I think it was a little tricky because we don't have a record label. We kind of do everything on our own. So it's kind of hard. There's not really deadlines, so we just kind of record and we kind of just wait and then wait till the song gets to its best version or until we're satisfied. And it's just a really, really long process, so we could only really do like a song or two every few months. And like you said, we're not out on the road, and that's what kind of band we are. We're a band that's always on the road touring, and people are like, holy shit, I've never heard of this band before, and they see us and they become a fan. We're like the best rock and roll band that you've never heard of.
Yeah. Did you kind of welcome the time off the road a little bit to concentrate on writing? Because I know a lot of bands have told me that their writing process changed because of not being on the road, and as a result, they think they've produced some of their best music that they've ever created.
Yeah, musically, and writing, that comes from, your experiences and what inspires you at that time of your life, but sitting at home, I was just hanging out with friends and family and traveling, so I wasn't really writing a lot about, the rock and roll stuff that we always do on the road, like drink, party, hang out, stay up all night, like Where Are You Gonna Crash Tonight? I would say it changed a little bit. It's a little bit more mature, and it's kind of refined because we weren't acting like idiots all the time. We were like, okay, we need to write music. We need to take this serious. And I think our sound matured a little bit from that.
Definitely. And did you find it hard to record? Because I know here in Australia, recording studios were closed, so most bands had to learn to record at home if they wanted to create anything.
No, our producer Jim Kaufman, he just made sure we were vaccinated, and he made sure we got negative test results before we went in there. And we were all very careful. We never went out. We wore masks, but and we kind of have a thing like within the band, like if you hung out with someone, you gotta go get tested before we all meet up and hang out and write and get stuff done. So we were pretty conscious about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then, later, the last year of it was kind of just all bullshit. I pretty much was like, just give it to me so I can get it over with. But at first, we were really cautious.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Jim. He's done such a great work as a producer on this track. What does Jim bring to your music, and why do you guys love working with him?
I don't know. It's just an energy thing. He has really nice gear. He makes sure everything sounds great. The tones he gets from us, they're just sonically badass. And there's just like an energy that we have because sometimes we track live and we always take the best takes. And every time you record, it's always the first one that just hits the most. And then you kind of try to replicate that, and then there's less feeling in it. And he's one of those guys that likes to, get that first take. And he's good with, different tones and all that fun stuff and helping us out with vocal melodies and harmonies. So he's a really good producer.
Definitely. Now, Jordan, a lot of people are about to listen to this track for the first time, and they're going to ask, is this part of something bigger? Can we expect an EP or even an album from you guys in the not-too-distant future?
Oh, yeah, that's what we're working on right now. We have about 4 or 5 songs that are mixed. We just have to master them. We're deciding whether or not we want to release them all as singles or put them on an EP or a whole album, but that's definitely something that's going to be coming in the future.
Awesome. And how can our listeners support you guys at the moment? We know it's been tough over the past couple of years. Is there merchandise that our listeners can jump online and grab for you guys?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You can go on themevils.com. We just got a new merch designed with this release. It's the Burner t-shirt. We're going to put it online the day of the release, which is on February 25th, this Friday. And it's a really badass shirt. It's my favorite design we've ever done, and I think they're going to sell up pretty quick. So if you want one, you got to get online that day and buy one before they all go.
Awesome. Well, mate, we are going to play Burner on our show for the very first time now. So what would you like to say to all of our listeners out there before they take an amazing listen to this amazing track on the day that it's released right around the world?
I would say keep rocking, listen to Them Evils, spread the word, and stay safe out there.